Greetings, Warrior fans. Welcome to another edition of the Warrior Weekly Show. I'm Sports Information Director Mike Stetson. I want to thank you for joining us. This week on the show, we're talking track and field. We've got two multi-sport athletes joining us on the show this week. Peyton Russell, who went to the national championships last year in javelin and has her sights set on a repeat of that performance and better. And then we sit down with Jacob Pinedo, who set the school record in discus in his first season competing in track. Both are, as we said, dual sport athletes. Peyton playing women's basketball, Jacob wrestling for the Waldorf men. Also want to mention baseball and softball scheduled to play at home this coming weekend. The schedules are still set, Saturday and Sunday games. We'll see what plans out. Be sure to check the WaldorfWarriors.com website for more information on what's going on at the softball and baseball fields. Now it's time for the Warrior Weekly Show. Thank you. Thanks for joining us this week, fans. Today I am joined by track and field and also basketball player Peyton Russell, one of the star athletes here at Waldorf. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Want to talk a little bit about the track and field season. It hasn't got started yet. It's been supposed to be started for a couple of weeks, but this week you guys have a big meet coming up. How excited are you to, I know it's been a couple weeks and you've been chomping at the bit. How excited are you to get out there and compete?
I'm very excited to go ahead and compete. I mean, the snow has definitely been a downfall this whole season. And it definitely has had a huge impact on all of us. I've actually had to stop somebody yesterday during practice and said, hey, like, what's on your mind right now? And they said that they weren't running as well as they normally do. I'm like, okay, well, what are you going to do to change that? Like, it's all a mindset. Yes, other track teams have been able to go outside and been able to compete, but we haven't had the opportunity, but we're also training harder. And I mean, I am working on sprints as well as jav in order to help me out with the javelin, so I'm, getting quicker there and not taking a couple days off in order to, compete or have that first day, the pre-meet. So I definitely think our training has, been better because we haven't had track meets. So I'm super excited to see where we stand right now.
You talk about talking about the mental focus and stuff for some of your teammates. How tough has that been? I mean, the Easter weekend was supposed to be the opener. It's canceled. Last week was supposed to be the opener. It's canceled. It has to be mentally extremely taxing to get yourself ready and then keep pushing it back and not get to compete.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, snow is always a downer, especially for an outdoor season. Other teams are also going through it too, but track, I mean, that's the only place that, us throwers have a place to actually throw is outdoors. I mean, we could be in the turf room and throw in there, but it's not the same.
So you're saying that you want to get the chance to obviously practice where you have a javelin in hand. Tell me a little bit more about that. I mean, obviously that's a huge challenge.
I mean, not being strapped inside, I do get the jab in my hand and do have the opportunity to see how far I can actually throw. The weight difference between a turbo jab and a real jab is a big difference. The length of it is a big difference. And I've noticed that I've struggled with my full approaches outside because I've been only practicing inside. And I mean, that is a big difference. And that's also like a mental thing for me as well that I'm also trying to overcome. But just the fact that I don't have very many opportunities to qualify this year, I really need to get outside in order to get my throws up to where they need to be.
Last year, national championships, obviously very excited for you. How big of a deal was that, and how much fun did you have going to nationals?
It was an amazing experience. I told Coach very first throw, I'm just gonna get a mark. That was my biggest thing, and then, I can work on the small things. And she said, okay, I went in and just tossed it and got a mark. And I said, you know what, like, I feel this competition. I was supposed to get last in the heat, and right now I'm ranked third. Like, I can do this. And the next time I threw, I didn't throw as well. I ended up scratching, and I said, I hit my back on that one instead of keeping it up. And I said, but I'm still in it. Like, I'm ready. And then the next one, I didn't throw it as well, and that was super upsetting for me. But I was sitting there watching the other competitors, and they weren't throwing as well as they were. And as I was waiting to see if I made finals, and I just missed it. And that was my moment of, I was just that close. If I had thrown what I normally threw, I would have been top 8, which means I would have been All-American. So, I can beat anybody at any time is what I had in my mind, and that was what got me here. I'm still, like, knowing that I'm with competition and able to compete.
Now, you said that you could have graduated already. How much of last year's experience and the chance to go back and maybe accomplish something great drove you to stay for another semester and compete for another season?
Because I know the fact that I was just that close of making finals, something I didn't do this in high school. I had to learn in college, and that in itself is huge. So I was like, me being that close, I have a target on my back, and I like competition. And I said, I don't want to just end it like this. I want to come back. Why not be a 2-time qualifier? So that just the competitiveness is what kept me here.
You came here for track. You played basketball. What was it that drew you to basketball? Was it just a chance to be competitive in another event?
Yes, I did basketball at my community college that I went to before coming to Waldorf. Loved it. Basketball has always been a part of me growing up, and at my last school I did softball as well. So I'm very much into the sports and very competitive, and I said, why not? I'm only in college for so long. So just the competitive drive that I have in me is what did it.
Only in college for so long, except if you keep adding semesters. Lexi, she may have some softball eligibility if you want to talk to her. She could throw the jazz, so she could probably chuck the softball. Probably good outfielder. Talk a little bit about the abbreviated season. Obviously, this first weekend, it's going to be a mix of things. You've got to go out there, see where you're at, but at the same time, there, like you say, is pressure to set a mark and try and maybe hit at least a provisional and give yourself a chance to move on to the next level.
Well, this first meet, I already have a goal. It's not qualifying distance. I threw last year, my first meet, I threw about a 35 coming in, and I knew, I could do better than that. But, that's a good start. This year, I want to hit maybe 37 is my goal. That's not too far out of reach. Last year, I threw a 39.95 was my furthest. So 37 meters starting off, I think that's good. Eventually, I want to get to 42 meters is my future goals. Me losing some weight, I'm hoping that'll make me quicker in my full approach, and I can throw it farther is my hopes.
Give people an idea. Most people aren't going to understand 37 meters, 42 meters. How far is 37 meters in feet about?
It's about 130.
And 42 meters?
More than that. I'm not exactly
So
sure.
it's quite a significant jump. That would be, what, about 20 more feet at least? So you have some pretty lofty goals this year. How important is it to make it to nationals? Do you want an NSAA championship? What's a good season for you? What will you be happy with?
I mean, obviously, making it to nationals is my first goal. Then I want to do something at nationals. Yes, I got there last year, and that was fantastic. But, I mean, I was right there. I could have been All-American. Why not be All-American? And last year to be an All-American, I had to throw a 39. So I said, you know what, 42, that'll get me up there and better. So just the simple goals of, 42, get that, I will put myself in the best opportunity that I can have.
Obviously, you're going to graduate in May now, since you passed up the opportunity in December. Your collegiate career will be done. What's next for you?
I'm going to stay here, and my plan is to work and build up my resume for grad school and come back here and help coach if she would like me to help. And yeah, that's about what I have for right now.
Well, I appreciate it. Fans want to remind you to be checking out the website for all the results. The abbreviated track and field season gets underway this weekend. It'll be a quick run to the first week of May. Peyton, I appreciate you joining us. Congratulations last season, and hopefully we'll be congratulating you on greatness later on this season.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Now we're joined by men's track and field team and men's wrestler Jacob Pinedo. Jacob, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Got to start off with the upcoming season. You guys have been practicing for weeks and weeks, getting ready for the outdoor track and field season. How excited are you about Saturday's meet, getting the chance to finally go out and compete?
I'm very excited. It's been really coming on to me, the pressure of just getting the first one off my chest, because I've been practicing really hard these past few weeks, really upgrading my skill and just really getting to know this sport even better. And so I just want to get it out of the way just to see how well I do, just so I can move on from there.
You say getting to know the sport. School record holder in the discus, and yet your main sport's wrestling. And you just got done, about a month ago with the wrestling season. Talk a little bit about the wrestling season. How did it go, and do you miss it?
It went great. I did really good, 6th in conference. I think I could have done better, but that's just every athlete's, kind of mindset is they can always do better, they can always push. But I feel like I did great. I'm going to miss it a lot, but I'm never going to leave the sport. I'm going to actually try and coach once I leave college, which is really exciting.
Then you switch over to track. What was it that got you interested in track, or were you always interested? Did you always do track?
I've never done track, and last year we didn't have very many throwers for the men's team, and so I said I would, do it because I don't have a spring sport, because I used to do swim, but we don't have swim. So I said I'll try it out and kind of see if I'm capable of doing it, and the coach just saw how natural I was at discus, and from there I just went like nothing.
Not too bad. You just come out to give it something
Yeah.
to do, and God-given talent. You just happen to have the school record.
Yeah.
I know, talking to you a little bit this year, one of the big goals, setting a new school record in the discus. How far do you think you can throw it?
The one I set last year, I believe, was like 34, 35. And at practice, always at practice, you feel better and you throw better than competition. And I was getting close to 40. So this year I'm hoping to surpass 40.
That'll be nice.
Yes.
That'll start putting you into that national provisional range if you start getting into the 40s too.
Yes.
Nice. Now, you do discus. What other events will you be doing outside?
Also shot put.
How is that going? Have you done a lot of it?
I have. I'm kind of stuck in the same area, but also Coach Craigle has really been pushing me to really get down to the fundamentals and kind of teaching me a new style to where I'm am capable of throwing past what I'm usually throwing.
Did you think you'd do this good in track?
I didn't think I would do this good, no.
So talk about this season. I mean, you guys haven't started yet. It has to be tough going in. You've got to meet, no, it's canceled. And you got to meet, no, it's canceled. Has it been it's got to just be a bear to get through this first couple of weeks where things are just changing all the time.
It is because, I mean, as an athlete, we're trying to train our body, you know, get it ready for the meet. You know, we go hard, and then when we know you have a meet, you know, you can't push your body and you can't, you know, work it as hard as you want to in order, you know, because you want it to be healthy for the meet. And then when it gets canceled, you kind of just, yeah, you had a great week of practice, but then also you know you could have actually done more. And it kind of just makes you a little upset how, you know, things go like that. But you just gotta, what matters is how you push yourself to make up for that time.
We talked about goals, setting a new record. What's going to happen after you're all done? You're a senior, you're getting ready to graduate. What will be the plans aside from coaching some wrestling?
The plan is for this summer I have an internship at Woodward Academy, which is 2 hours away from Forest City. And I'm going to be assistant coaching their football team and their track team, which is nice. They don't have a wrestling team, but I am going to try and find either a youth wrestling team or another high school to go work for.
Well, that'll be exciting. It's a great way to start your career. Good luck this weekend. Want to remind you fans, the track team will be in action this weekend and every weekend up until the championships in early May. Good luck. Hope to see the new record, and maybe we'll start talking a little nationals with Jacob. Thanks a lot, Jacob.
Thank you.